And welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I transformed this laundry room floor for a friend of mine's. I replaced this old nasty yellow looking vinyl with this beautiful gray tile flooring, and I did it all with no tile saw. That's right, I did not have a tile saw for this, so stay tuned to see what I did. The first thing I'm going to need to do in this project is to remove the quarter round trim. Now you could do this with a box cutter, however I've forgotten my box cutter, so I'm going to use this paint scraper that I had on hand. Then you move on to peeling up the linoleum flooring, which is pretty easy. It comes right off. It's just glued down. Now I'm going to mix this MAPEI ceramic tile mortar, and I'm going to get it to a muddy texture. And you can also use a spiral mixer if you have it. If not, just make sure you stir it up real good. I am applying the mortar directly to the concrete flooring, and I'm using a 1/4 to a 3/8 size trowel in order to do so. Now, when you're making the lines in the mortar, you want to make sure that all the lines are going in the same direction so that the air can release from under the tile. Once I got even coverage with the mortar, I placed the tile in position and I pushed it into the mortar slightly. And in order to have even spaces between my tile, I use these 1/8 spacers. And if you're new to my channel, you could click on this link at the top to check out my other budget-friendly home improvement videos. Next, you just repeat the process until you have all of your tiles down. Now we're getting to the real reason why you probably clicked on this video. For the tiles that need to be cut, measure out where you need the cuts to go. And I used this Blue Hawk snap cutter, which was only $25 at Lowe's to cut my tiles. This thing is so easy to use. It comes in two sizes of a 14-inch and a 20-inch. I'm using a 14-inch. And all you do is place the tile in position. And there's a knob here where you could use it to adjust where the tile is sitting. Once you tighten up that knob, then you want to line the blade up to the marker that you made on the tile. And with a little bit of pressure, you slide the handle and the blade across the tile. And what it is doing is it is scoring the tile. And then once you get to the end, you apply a little pressure on the handle, not too much pressure because these are ceramic tiles, they break easily, and it will snap right where you did the score. Now please keep in mind that this tool is good for only cutting ceramic tiles. It will not work for any other kind of tile. Also keep in mind that it's good for making bigger cuts, such as what I'm making right now. It's a little trickier doing smaller cuts. However, I did manage to make smaller cuts with it. And when I say smaller cuts, I mean smaller than 1 inch. However, in order to make those smaller cuts, I probably sacrificed 1 or 2 extra tiles in the process. but it was worth it. These tiles were only about 50 cents each, so it really wasn't a big cost to the budget. I am so glad I found this tile color because I really did not want to spend $50 just to rent a tile saw and then try to figure out how to use the tile saw without cutting my fingers off and lugging that big thing around. And yeah, it would have just been too much going on. So this is so quick and simple. I love it. Once you're done laying all your tiles, wipe them down with a wet sponge if any mortar got onto the surface of them, and pick up the spacers. You don't want them to dry in the mortar, and you're going to need to let this sit for 24 hours. Now it's the next day, and I'm going to use this MAPEI ULTRACOLOR Plus grout replacement, which is supposed to be stain resistant and you don't have to seal it. So once I mix it with water, I get it to another muddy texture just like I did the mortar the day before, and I'm going to work this into the spacing between the tiles. You just wipe off any extra grout back into the bucket, and you use a wet sponge to wipe the tiles clean. After you're done with the grout, then you want to wait another 24 hours before you walk or put anything onto the tiles. So this was a simple and affordable project that anyone can do over the weekend. This entire project cost less than $100. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time.